So in our last video, we started working on the CSS styling. So in this video, we're going to run up with the account section. So let's quickly create I'm here to show you how to create line to let's just like so let me just show you how to do it. Let's say for instance this banking design for personal and business growth, for instance. Let's say we want to break it from this personal to just create some spacing so that the business growth will be at the next line. So let's go back to our index.html. So banking design for personal and growth. So let's say we want to create some space, let's say you want to create a new line. So you just use the BR element to create a new line, for instance. So same thing with this. So let's break it from here. Providing financial solutions that empowering both businesses and individuals. So let's create the new line here. So now let's save it and let's go back to the browser and refresh to see the effect. You see we have something like this. Okay, fine. So now let's continue working on the CSS styling. So we're going to create another custom class for the font size. We want to increase the font size for the build for growth and the banking design for personal and business growth div. So let's go back to our style.css and create the custom class. So we're going to use the font size for the class. Let's name the class, let's say text heading. So let's call it heading 2. Let's give it the font size. So we're going to give it to EM. So let's create the second class. Let's say heading 1. So let's say the font size. We want it to be 0.8 EM. Okay. So we're going to add these custom classes for the text2. So let's go back to text2. We're going to add it to the second div for this particular div, for instance. So after the padding y2, so let's space, then we'll just add the third class that we want to add it. So same thing here, build for growth. So let's add the third class. So in this case, we'll be using the text heading 1. So let's save it. Let's go back to the browser and refresh to see the effect. Control R. You see we have something like this. Okay, fine. So the next thing we're going to work is, I think let me see the actual design. Okay, the actual design. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Actual design. Okay, now the next thing we're going to work on is on the these particular images. So we're going to give the div that is housing the images and an ID. So we'll just reduce the size of the image. So let's say ID. So let's call it an account type section image. Okay, let's just call it like this. Okay, so now let's go back to our style.css. Set our style.css and change the display. So now let's say £. So let's give it the display of flex, and let's say justify content. We want everything to be at the center, and let's align the items to be centered. In case one of the image the height is longer, so everything will be at the center. So let's save it. So let's go back to the browser and refresh. You see now they are at the center. Before you see all of them at the base. So now let's quickly resize the images. They're a little bit big. So since inside this particular div is this account type section image, so we want to alter the width of the images inside. So any IMG element within this particular div, we want to change the width. So we want to use, let's say 25%. So let's save it. So let's go back to the browser and refresh to see. You see we have reduced it. The design is much more better, but this particular black color, I think I need to work on it again. But actually we are able to achieve what we want. But we are going to look for the actual hexadecimal color for this particular black column. So till we meet in the next video.